Oh, we're going to talk together?
Of course.
Right, okay. So you're on, right, okay.
What are you trying to set up to film? No, I was gonna record the IC3 man. I've seen him. He's been on some other speakers. He's featured a couple of times. He's always jumped on. Being trolling me the hell out. I don't know whether you're trolling me. I don't know what is going on.
I'm trying to inspire good conversation on the issues that we face.
Yes, and what do we face? And what is the issues?
White supremacy.
White supremacy.
That's what it is. And what I'm trying to do is encourage.
You want to explain this?
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so this is the Identity Politics Forum. Behind this, there's a number of, there's two tables and some chairs are laid out where people are talking. So basically it's like Speaker's Corner, but the more civilized version, where people can, they sit down, because when people are seated, they kind of behave differently. Because what I noticed over the years, if you've got two people with different views, and they get angry with each other, they start arguing and they get closer. No, and they get closer and closer and closer until it gets physical,
Until it gets easy.
and it gets savage. So, but when people are seated, you can discuss heavy subjects and still keep that safe distance.
Yes.
So that's why I've organised this. So we can plus when people, even if you disagree with them and the subjects are intense, you can learn something. You can always learn something from people that you disagree with.
Definitely. I feel you learn more that you disagree with.
Exactly, because you ask them to present their position. Okay, we disagree with you. Why? What is your position?
Okay, what is white supremacy for you, and why do you disagree? That means if you disagree with white supremacy, you must be for.
Right. So a black nationalist.
Yeah.
So basically, I understand that in my research that the West, as we understand it, is built on a combination of Judaism and whiteism. So it's based on the Judaic scripts and the idea of whiteness. Okay, and then looking through all the scriptures, the Abrahamic faiths, from Judaism to Christianity to Islam, white and whiteness and whiteism is seen as a high level thing, as a good thing. So some people say
put up on a pedestal.
pedestal, yeah. So
more than other races.
yeah. So some people say, well, when the scriptures refer to white, they mean white as in a good character, or it's a spiritual thing. It's nothing to do with skin color. So some people say that. I've heard them say, well, white is nothing to do with race. It's to do with pureness of heart, pureness of character, and it's spiritual. Yet I hear other people say that white actually is to do with skin color as well. So they're connected white. So there's a battle over what white and whiteism is. So even if you say it's a spiritual thing,
But would you say that with the opposite colour black?
What? If you say white is good and it's spiritual, then obviously black must be bad, isn't it? So if it's just spiritual, the black is still in trouble. If it's to do with skin colour, black. So either way it goes, the blacks lose out. Would you agree with that?
Well, it depends. Some people say
Because you're Muslim, yes?
Yeah, that's what Muslim.
Yeah.
Some people don't see race. Some people do see it. But would you say that's more of a victim mentality? How society has moved on from that? Or would you say society is still stuck on white?
For society to move on, what is society, and what is the society based on, and how is society held together? So the idea of white and whiteism is based in books, in scripts, and so white is actually built in. The concept of black and white is actually built into the scriptures. Some are perceived as holy, and some just say it's just history. It's just history.
But we live in like a secular society in Britain where you moved away from the scriptures or like man, not law, man. Isn't that when you say race is irrelevant in the society that we live in now? What you're talking about?
Okay.
And maybe some people might accuse of being stuck in the past. As your time might say, you're Nazi symbolism. I don't know, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with the flow. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it one by one. Okay. Would you see yourself as British? Was you born here in Britain?
No, I wasn't. I was born in Somalia.
Right,
I
okay.
came here when I was 2 years old. But
Right, okay. So when you say we, you use the word we, you see?
I would.
Right, yeah. But before you said we here in Britain we've moved on. So if you're speaking from a British perspective,
I might be. I don't know. There might be something. I might be speaking from a diaspora.
there you go. So it's quite. There's quite.
Maybe I see myself as Somali diaspora.
Ah, right. So, does somebody of the Somali diaspora, do they see themselves as British? And if they do, will they accept British values and British culture?
I think some of it depends on how you assimilate. Really.
Right, and
it's
how?
all based on assimilation.
Right, and then how that impacts on Somali identity and how it impacts on Somalia. So these are very deep issues. You see,
And we've been having this type of conversation back and forth.
yeah,
Where this is why
It's loaded.
Well, it's a loaded question. Very nuanced.
Right.
It's very layers.
Yes,
There's so much
yeah.
layers to it.
Yeah.
What I want to realize, this is what hence that's why I want to refer back to my earlier statement. I'm trying to say, have these gone from where you have to look at things through a black and white lens.
When you say, ask the question, have we moved on?
Yeah.
So who is the we? Do we say we refers to, hold it, does the we mean the British? Does the we mean the Somali diaspora? How you doing, all right?
I
like your jacket, man. Where you get your jacket from?
He's doing a video, yeah?
So,
Right.
nice jacket. Give me one. Where you get it from? What shop?
Secret. I don't want
wicked
nobody
jacket,
else
man.
wearing my
There's someone there,
style.
but that's a wicked
My
jacket.
style is.
I like your style.
My style is for me.
I like it, but it's sometimes
This
got
guy's
the
got
Nazi
swag.
symbol.
Now, this guy's got swag on, man. Swag.
All right.
You got the biggest
We'll chat
swag.
later, all right.
Biggest swag in Swedish corner. He's got the biggest. He dressed well.
Definitely, I vote him. I vote Uncle.
He's got. Yeah. I don't like your politics, but you know.
Oh, you don't like the
Well,
politics.
actually,
all right.
I don't really understand your friend. Are you
That's what I'm
left
trying
wing,
to do.
left wing or right wing?
Huh?
Left wing or right wing?
He's black.
Well, a bird has two wings, the left wing, left wing and the right wing. But I'm concerned about the bird. Which direction the bird is
direction
flying?
it's
You know,
flying.
which direction? You got left wing, right wing. You know, concentrate on the birds
The bird. I
and on the eyes. Which
The
direction?
the thing is, are you multiculturalist? Because I'm a multicultural person. You're multicultural.
That word is a tricky word. Multicultural. Yes, there are different cultures. So I accept that there are different cultures, but if you mean multicultural as in just mix and blend up all the cultures and mix them up and destroy the individual characters of each culture, then I'm against that. So that's a tricky word.
I kind of agree with
I'll
that.
let you guys get along.
All right,
Yeah?
nice
See you
one,
later.
nice one.
I kind of agree with that, but our flow was back to has society moved on for the.
Yeah. So it threw me off. Yeah, threw me off. Yeah. So have we moved on? So I wanted to explore what's the meaning of we.
I'm saying looking in the world from a black and white lens. As the world, as this modern society that we live in, that we're in right now, it's moved on. Hence why that's why I say the victimizing mentality. Victim mentality. Like always saying, "Oh, my supremacy." The more you talk about it, the less you're focused on your. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you see, there's a lot of things in what you're saying. So I'm just thinking, what's the best way to approach it? Because because some of these questions are very quick and easy to ask, but the answer is like loaded with so much stuff. So have we moved on? If we say we refers to the British people, but Britishness I understand as whiteness because. Do you want to? It's difficult to. I wanted to bring the Let me read one second.
So you're lost for words right now. You're lost. I never thought that.
I'm not lost for words.
I was saying
1
on the
second.
live
Let me get the chart so it's easier for me to explain. 1 second.
Apparently, IC3 the gentleman that you always see is gonna go get his he's gonna go get his daughter. So he said he wants to go get a chart and show us what race is about. But again, I think he's tiptoeing and he's dallying around the questions that you asked.
Right. So have we moved on?
Yes.
Right. So we know that this year is census year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of you have been receiving the census information through your letterbox.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the census people are going around asking, why haven't you filled out the census?
Yes.
Yeah. So people are experiencing that right now. So this is the census information, right? The census that you're filling in, right? This is based on, this is the engine. This is the census engine.
Okay, so what is this for though? What is the census for? Why is it necessary?
Listen. The question you asked, have we moved on? So I'm just dealing with that to show you that what is this moving on? Because this is race and ethnicity, and it's still functioning. Right, so what would it mean to be moving on from the idea of black and white when white is actually part of the census that you're experiencing, that you're filling in right now? So this black and white is fully functional right now. So moving on from what?
From what?
Exactly. There's no moving on from this. This, as I understand it, is the establishment. This is the foundation, the pillars of Britain. So how can they move on from the pillars? If they destroy this or throw this away, then the whole idea of Britishness goes. The whole nation goes.
Okay, what is the idea of Britishness then? You're saying is it the census?
Right, good.
So what is the
excellent,
idea of it?
good, excellent question. So first of all, dealing with the first question with have we moved on? I'm saying no, because pillars don't move unless you put them on wheels. Yeah, so I'm saying the pillars of Britain are still functioning. So that's the first question.
So create new pillars then?
Hold it. The first question was have we moved on? So I'm saying no, and I explained why. That's why I went and got this to say why. Then the next question you said, what was the next question?
The next question was to have the pillars move. Like you said, the pillars we can't move. Can we create new pillars then? As society create new pillars now.
Oh, okay.
The race is obsolete.
Are you? You're saying? Are you asking if race is obsolete?
I'm saying in this modern society, like you said, okay, we can't, obviously the foundation of this society is made by this.
Right.
And you're saying the pillars there, we can't move on. So has society, it's just society to create a new one.
Right.
Try and get me the ICP. I saw you try.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're full on this, look, you see? So the police are fully functional now, and these codes, these are race codes, and then there's ethnicity codes. Okay. So race and ethnicity are fully functional, and they don't see any reason to move on.
Yeah.
So you'd get a declaration from the government or from the Prime Minister to say we no longer recognise race. Then that would mean deleting. And police would no longer be able to say IC1, IC2, and IC3. So the police are still using the system. Now there's other countries where they say, like France, they say, it's racist just to have codes. Yeah. So you're not, and other countries you're not supposed to recognise race. But the mere fact that it's built into the
fabric of society.
Of this society. Because it's there. IC1, IC2, that means they recognise black people, they recognise white people, they recognise Chinese people. It's in the codes. See? That's right. So that's why I've got this logo here representing. So I have tables. Behind here are some tables and chairs.
Yeah.
And
Let's
represent.
Let's see IC3's what he's been talking about. This is what he talks about, the tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so these represent different people of different nations, races, ethnicities can sit round a table and work things out, work out their problems and so on. So I'm trying to use the system that already is and try and turn it positive in some way.
Definitely.
So that's
that breaks down why IC3 is so obsessed about race. Because a lot of my viewers always ask me, why is this guy dressed like this? Why is he obsessed with this? But this kind of explains, gets a bit denounced. Again, why do you so consume yourself on this?
Good point. So, that question is often asked. Now, when it comes to the issue of identity, if you ask people,
is it because you had an identity crisis?
let's go one at a time.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not throwing you off, I'm just asking you.
Good.
Is it because maybe you've experienced an identity crisis sometime in your life? This is why you're fascinated with the race identity, the politics. I'm not sure. I'm just asking questions. You know
Okay,
what
very good. All problems that the Somali people are experiencing are to deal with identity. Who is Somali and who is not? Makes a big difference. Are you Somali? Are you not? Are Somali people black or are they not? See?
Yeah.
Are the Somali people Muslim or are they not?
Yeah.
See? So what does it mean to be a Somali? See? So it's identity. What is Somali identity?
That's a good question. People and the viewers, leave that in the comment
What
box.
is Somali identity?
Tell them.
Come on, let's talk.
Let's talk. That's a good one. What is Somali identity?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you, and you can challenge me on this, that Somali identity,
IC3.
blackness is IC3. That's right. Even though the concept of blackness is a Western construct, yes, you're right. This is a construct, but it's a very powerful construct.
I don't can that construct
Very
be-
powerful
But
construct.
can we move away from that construct? You'll say, what's your closing statements to wrap it up? Can we move away from them concepts? Can
Why
we
would
evolve?
one?
Can we evolve away
Why
from
would you?
them
Why do you want to move away from them?
Maybe there's something better.
Well, you have to find out what is better.
Because I don't know.
You'd have to.
Because what we have, say for what we have, is not working, and it is. Can we move on with it? IC3. That's the question I gotta ask you.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, Somali, the Somali diaspora, they can save and improve Somalia by uniting under black identity in order to counter white supremacy, which is a dominant force. What's how much? What Somali currency? What's the Somali currency? What's it again?
I'm not
Shillings. That's right.
Yeah.
How many Somali shillings to £1? What is the strength of Somali currency?
What's the strength of the British currency? If you look at it, no, forget about the currency. I'm trying to ascertain what is this about. You're trying to build the currency.
That's right. No, it's all involved.
Right.
Because the currency. If I'm in a position where I can devalue the Somali currency in one move, I devalue the people. I devalue all their assets. I devalue everything in one move. Just by dropping the currency, I drop the value of the people, of what they do, of what their work they're doing, of their intelligence, of their not everything. Just by taking out the Somali shilling, dropping it down, and then all the Somali people are going to run from Somalia and come here because my currency is stronger. And then what they're going to do? They're going to work here for me and then send money back. Yeah, because the currency here is stronger.
Alright, and then that means we have to change our economical way of thinking then. As Africa,
Exactly. Now,
as Somali people.
now you're starting to work. Good. Now you're starting to move. So now you're starting to move there. Hold it. So therefore, when people talk about money, they hardly ever talk about currency. They only talk about currency when they're going on holiday or when they have to think about the exchange rate, right? But money and currency, you've got to understand, money is like the physical thing. If you're going to move money or move gold or move diamonds, you put it in a crate, yes? You put it in a crate and then you move it, you can see, yes? But how do you move a currency? Think. How do you move the value of a currency? How do you raise the value of the Somali shilling? How do they devalue the Somali shilling? How do you move the currency? It's easy to see how you can move money, put it in a case, but how do you move the value? Just imagine if it was £1,000 to 1 Somali shilling. Think, £1,000 for 1 Somali shilling. I think now it's about it's a lot of Somali shillings for £1. Just imagine if you switched that, and it was just so many pounds just to get 1 Somali shilling. What would happen? The Somali people would all go back.
So it's about so you're saying it's about valuing your currency, your identity, your race.
Yeah.
That's why you're a nationalist. Is that what you're saying? That's why
Hold
you're a
it,
nationalist.
brilliant. I like the way you're speaking. You see.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, yes.
A lot of people do.
The identity has so much to do with the value of the people and the currency. It's all tied in. That's the value. That's the value. Because when you say the Somali shilling, that's for the Somalia and the Somali people, isn't it? So there's those who are Somali, and there's those that are not. So therefore, identity is directly linked up to the value of the people and their currency.
That's true.
Directly linked. That's right. So think about these things. How do you move a currency? Just think about it. What if it was £1,700 for 1 Somali shilling?
I need to
Think about that.
And on that note,
We'll leave it there.
I'll catch you on the live.
We'll continue.
We'll continue this on the live stream, yeah?
Continue or next week.
Next week. Yeah, next week. No, I'll probably do a live stream about this IC3, yeah?
Yeah, because the Somali people need to think about the currency and how that impacts the people.
Definitely. And let me just put this in there one more time. Just finish off with that.
All right, finish. All right, good.